Hey everyone, my name's Croyden and welcome to 7.2. I'm coming to you from Australia on the Gold Coast, and basically I've been a personal trainer for over 10 years, and I currently have two fit body boot camps now that I own and operate. And the amount of thousands of clients that I've had over the years on losing weight and maintaining muscle, the last 18 months or so, I've transformed more bodies holistically than all the other years of my training, as in weight loss and maintaining muscle. And the biggest help from this has been this amazing company called Sevenpoint2, the alkaline company, that has made it very easy for my members to still eat real food, but understand that to eat organic when they can, and not feel like they're having to give up all their favorite foods by still maintaining a good, healthy lifestyle, having fun, but really just being able to replace or get pure organic alkaline minerals or plant-based protein and greens into their body every day just to maintain a good, healthy, generic weight and balance out the acidity. So I'm just going to explain a little bit more about how these phenomenal products has transformed so many lives in my business here on the Gold Coast of Australia. So let me get started. First of all, I just want to touch base on just what people desire when they want to lose weight or get fit or decrease their fat. So they desire to be thin and get in good shape, and so we look to go for a diet. And usually the diet industry understand how it's very easy to do is basically calorie restrict, and that puts your body into a famine response, and basically you're starving yourself. And when you do that, your famine response is to store fat. And yeah, you might get to your scale weight within the first 6 8 weeks or so, but you haven't learned anything. You just go back to bad habits and you fall off the wagon again, as we do now and then. But because within that famine response, we put on and we store fat. Okay. And so when we fall off the wagon, we put on more weight than when we started to go on the diet, and we're heavier than we started. And so we decide to go back onto a diet again. This is your yo-yo dieting. And over a year, 2 3 years, this is when you're 10 15 20 pounds heavier from yo-yo dieting. So that's just letting you know a little bit more about that and how it's just maintaining just a balancing weight and just getting proper nutrients into our body. So let's have a look at our lifestyle though, and this is the biggest cause here of why people are really struggling with their health. So 90 to 95% of our most chronic diseases from our lifestyle and environment, okay? And so basically it's just the reality is, if we have a look at all the health problems, we've got so many, and it comes down to our food and our lifestyle. So let's look at the food today versus 100 years ago. 100 years ago, our grandparents didn't call it organic food. They just called it fresh fruit and vegetables. And fast forward now, we're just spraying our food with so many chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, everything that we can think of that is causing our body to be full of toxins, okay? And so what are toxins and how do we get them in the body? Well, let's explain a little bit more about the pH scale that you might have learned in chemistry back in high school or college, and why detoxification is so important and getting alkaline to help. So from 0 to 7 is acid and disease and where fat is stored. And from 7 to 14 is more alkaline, whereas you've got good health and we are in a good fat burning zone. Now, no matter what, your blood pH has to be 7.365. Now, if it goes north or south of that, you're in big health problems. But when we're talking about the sweet spot with your pH, we're looking at 7.2. And this is things like your saliva, your urine, your muscle tissue, okay? Because certain parts of your body has to be acidic, like your stomach acid is hydrochloric acid, which is very acidic. So certain parts, but the optimal health and optimal range for your body's pH is 7.2. So let's have a look at it. Artificial sweeteners that's what's caused a lot of acid in our body. preservatives and pesticides. I mean, let's just touch base on preservatives. What preservatives is designed to do is preserve the food from breaking down, so it has good long shelf life in your grocery store. But what our stomach's designed to do is break that food down. Okay, so if we've got it stopping it from breaking the food down, but we need to break it down into our body, then we've got a massive clash right there. Hormones that's pumped into a lot of our live animals as well. Chlorine and fluoride that's in your water. I mean, let's take chlorine alone. What chlorine's designed to do is kill all living organisms, okay? And so what are we? Living organisms. We have too much alcohol, too many diet drinks and sodas, fat-free products. I mean, everything's fat-free this, fat-free that now. Antiperspirants and other chemicals that we spray and lotions that we spray on our body, which is all acid forming in the body, full of chemicals, and diet products as well. So that's where you're getting a lot of acid in the body, meaning from 0 to 7 on the pH scale. Let's look at the alkaline from 7 to 14. You've got things like wheatgrass, barley grass, falfa grass, oat grass, broccoli, high alkaline and green grasses. So if we've got more toxins coming in, let's have a look at this. We've got 4 ways we're going to eliminate toxins out of our body. First one's perspiration. Okay, out of your largest organ on your body, which is your skin, you sweat out toxins. Okay, but what do we do now is we put lotions and potions on our body. Antiperspirants. One of the main ingredients is aluminium or aluminum, is what I think you guys call it, aluminum chlorohydrate. And that puts a natural a block, a seal underneath your armpits and stops your way from naturally detoxifying. And other lotions and potions we put on our body, sunscreens, makeup, moisturizers, tanning lotion, things like that. And so these all have chemicals in these ingredients or in this product. And it only takes 10 to 15 minutes for the skin to absorb these toxins, and it goes into our bloodstream, where our bloodstream takes it to our liver to be filtered somewhere else. Urination is another way for our kidneys, so we eliminate it through urine. But we don't drink enough clean filtered water. We're highly dehydrated. But fluids that we decide to drink is the wrong stuff. Too much alcohol, your caffeine and your coffee and your sodas, your energy drinks, your sports drinks. These all have chemicals again and dehydrate the body and causes the body to be acidic. Respiration, through our lungs, we exhale out toxins. The air that we breathe isn't getting any cleaner out there, guys, but we make it worse by having airy fresheners in our home or around our toilets, and even in our cars, we have air sprays that make our cars smell nice, but we're constantly breathing in toxins, spending too much time in air conditioning units and dirty air. So again, just the air that we breathe, we get quite acidifying in the body. And elimination is the other one for our bowels. We eliminate it that way. So if you think about, scientifically proven we should have a bowel movement after every meal. Now, I know that we're not that clean, but we should aim to have 1 or 2 a day. And just think of this. Think of all the acidifying food that you have throughout the day, and you don't have a bowel movement. Next day, same thing. All that food that you're consuming, that is turning into a breeding ground, a waste product for disease to grow, and a lot of health problems with your bowels and through your colon, things like that, where problems are caused as well. So if we're stopping all these ways of eliminating toxins and we're actually adding more in, we get a problem. And so the liver will start to get very acidic because that's filtering out the toxins. Now, your liver has over 500 different metabolic functions in the body. And so your metabolism will start to slow down and you'll get less energy. So what I'm talking about, your metabolism, let's have a look. This is how it works in its simplest form. You've got your liver, and your liver breaks down fat, and through enzyme and hormones, turns it into sugar. I'm going to keep this very simple. In other words, it's glycogen or glucose, but your sugar is an energy source that's burnt out through your muscle through exercise. Now, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, young or old, this system never changes. You've also got your lymphatic drain as well, your lymphatic system. And just think of this as like pipes and hoses around your body that takes waste and nutrients throughout. Now, if we're stopping up our 4 ways of eliminating these toxins out of our body, the drain's got to start to get backed up with toxins, okay? Now, once that's blocked up, your liver's going to start to deal with this. Now, this ain't over 7 days. This is through, teenage years of partying at university and drinking and a stressful life at work or having babies, having kids and things like that. Your liver starts to get smashed. And if that controls our metabolism and burns fat, you can understand why people are gaining weight and have a slow metabolism. That gets absolutely smashed. So if we've got an overflow of toxins, like this glass of water is full of toxins, it's overflowing, your body, like I said, cannot live with an over-acidic pH in the blood. So it'll start to take these excess toxins away from our vital organs, away from our heart, our kidneys, our lungs. Let's send them over to the fat cell and store them around the fat cell. Now, if you've got basically a highly acidic body, like I said, your blood's pH has to be 7.365. If I was to pour acid, right, all these toxins and acid over your hands, apart from yelling and screaming because it's burning your hands, you'd want to wash it off with cold water, right? When you roll your ankle, what happens to that area? It starts to swell, it dilutes and inflames. So the same thing that's going to happen in your body, because we don't want the toxins to burn through the fat cells. And let's start protecting it by putting fluid around that fat cell, which is fluid retention and inflammation. Okay, now if you've got a fat cell and you've got your skin right above your fat cell and there's fluid pushing up against that fat cell and you get a lumpy bumpy effect in your skin, there's your cellulite. Now notice that no one's got cellulite on their forehead or on their shin bones. It's in their lymph node areas, which are underneath the throat and the arms, elbows, and the stomach. Men, we have 180 lymph nodes, and they're pretty much bang smack in the middle, right in the guts and the linear chain from the bottom of the sternum to the top of the pelvis. Women, 240 lymph nodes, more of an intricate balance around the body for having babies and things like that as well. So if we've got a toxic system, and when these are the lymph nodes these are the fat storage zones as well, and this is where a lot of fat is being stored and a lot of inflammation and fluid retention in these areas. Okay, so you have been abusing your body through too many toxins over life, and you're overweight, you've got a low metabolism, so you think, right, time to work out, time to do some movement, and you'd go in and do a resistance training session, lifting some weights or resistance, and all of a sudden you're very, very sore after your workout. And so because your lymph drain, where all these toxins can flush out from, is blocked, that's where the lactic acid that's built up from resistance training will not be able to drain out. So it starts to build up in your muscle, and that's where you get your knots and your slow recovery from these workouts and calcification in the bones. So we need to really detox. And how do we detox? Well, you got two toxins in the body. You got water-soluble toxins versus your fat-soluble toxins. Now, think of this. You got a white T-shirt and you got a mud stain on the other, and you got an oil stain on the other side. Now, put that in a washing machine and just wash it with water. The mud will come out. Okay, so that's your water-soluble toxins. That's like you could just drink clean filtered water and that'll flush out your water-soluble toxins through urine. But your fat-soluble toxins is like your oil stain. Okay, now to get out that oil stain on the T-shirt, you need things like washing detergent that's got to go in there, high frequency that's going to break down that oil to eliminate it. So for here, it's molecular hydrogen. Now, there's been 25 years of molecular hydrogen in the body, and with great benefits inside the body. And in the past, it'd be hydrogen gas or hydrogen water. Okay, but think of this as like the Pac-Man. All right. So what it's going to do is, especially, it's great for recovery after a workout. It's going to clean out those toxins around the muscle, so you recover a lot quicker as well. It'll clean out the liver very quickly, so you'll start to burn some fat and increase your energy and clean out the liver, and then eventually start to break out that lymphatic drain and all that fat-soluble toxins around the fat cell, and all that fluid retention won't need to be there because we're not in protection mode. So this is your recovery hydro FX. This is your category creator, molecular hydrogen from 7Point2, the alkaline company. So this is what's really happening a lot around the world. It's what's got this company in over 16 different countries, because it's a fast reacting, it's an impact product. Okay, so it removes your toxins and free radicals very, very quickly. It reduces your joint discomfort after workouts. It reduces your lactic acid buildup, increases your energy, and it's an anti-aging, it's a natural anti-inflammatory. It's a phenomenal product. So this is a friend of mine called David, who lives an hour north of me, and he actually got his live blood taken. And so this is a picture. He's 29 years old, personal trainer, thought he was fit, and so he got his blood taken. This is his blood here, and as you can see, the blood cells are all stuck together. And what blood cells are designed to do is take, oxygen and nutrients throughout our body. And as you can see here, they're all clumped together. You see some hemoglobin in there, oxidative stress, and this is a good sign of fluid retention and also inflammation. Okay, so this is the same, guys, as my mate David, and this is within 3 minutes of taking only 3 Recovery with Hydro FX tablets. That's his blood cells, okay? Now, this is the before and after. You can actually see this on YouTube. Just search 29-year-old personal trainer live blood analysis. It's a video showing his blood cells moving around after taking only 3 Recovery Hydro Effect tablets and only 3 minutes later. So it's a phenomenal impact product. You'll feel it straight away. So why alkaline, guys? Alkalinity, well, the disease cannot exist in an alkaline state. All right, and the cells of a healthy body are alkaline, while the cells of the diseased body are acidic. That's just not me saying that. It's coming from the medical physiology textbook, okay? The first step to maintaining health is to alkalize the body. The cells of a healthy body are alkaline, while the cells of a diseased body are acidic. Since our bodies do not manufacture alkalinity, we must supply the alkalinity from an outside source to keep us from being acidic and dying. Again, been around for thousands of years, from the textbooks of the medical physiologies in 1956. So becoming alkaline, guys, will help with things like reducing inflammation, improving your skin, improve your health and energy, maintaining your healthy generic weight, improving your sleep, so you get phenomenal sleep and that mental clarity in the afternoon around about that 3 o'clock where you got that foggy brain. It will clear that up just by becoming alkaline. Alkaline, the problem is it's expensive. Trying to go out and tell people to go and get organic produce when they can go to a grocery store of processed food and come out with 4 bags of processed junk, what I don't really consider it food, versus going to the organic markets where they come out with 1 bag for the same price. So, in the past, it's been quite expensive to, live an alkaline diet. It's time consuming going out, finding these markets, finding the right combinations of the fruit and vegetables. You have to cut them up, you have to juice them, you have to smoothie them. It can take time. It's not easy to do, having to think of all the recipes and getting the food right. And I know we're all busy, we've got kids, we want something that's convenient, and it's not easy to stick to as well. It's been hard to stick to. You're thinking about having alkaline in grasses like barley grass and wheatgrass. Now, I'm not sure if you've had that before, like a wheatgrass shot. It's probably the first and the last time you've had it, because it's literally like licking the bottom of your lawnmower. So, everyone still wants to have that food where they can have a donut and a coffee, that acidifying food. So not everyone's going to go green, as we say. So lucky enough, Dr. Howard Cohen, co-founder and chief product officer of 7Point2, is also the founder of the Cohen Health Institute in Costa Mesa there in California. A phenomenal guy, natural healthcare practitioner for over 25 years. He came up with the 7Point2 Health Made Simple program that is easy and it's cost effective, so everyone can do it. And that's the important thing, saying the 3 words, I can do this, 4 words, sorry. So he started off with the foundation of alkalinity, right, which is your raw organic greens, okay? So it's all plant-based grasses. We're talking about your wheatgrass, your barley grass, all these high alkalining grasses. And the great thing is it tastes great. So, it boosts your alkalinity levels. It gets all your daily vegetables and fruit servings. And again, it's phenomenal. It's at raw standard, so it hasn't been heated over 106 degrees Fahrenheit for over 2 minutes. So, there's live enzymes in here that takes nutrients to your cells to nourish your body. So it's phenomenal greens powder. And also they've got the greens caps as well. If you don't like the powder, they're in cap form. And my members like the caps for traveling if they're traveling around the country. Also, the 7.2 protein shake. Now, they call it the shake that tastes like cake because it does taste very, very good for something that is a plant-based protein. It's organic ingredients. It's vegan. It's non-GMO. It's wheat-free. It's soy-free. It's nothing artificial in there. It's no sugar. It's just a clean, vegan, plant-based protein. Sprouted brown rice and yellow pea. So a great combination for getting the protein in. He also came up with the alkaline boosters like the body helper, so it improves your sleep and digestive problems. So it helps, correct mineral leaching. It balances out the acidity in your body, and it raises your pH after an acidic meal or drink. And so Doc realized that people are still going to want to live a life where they can have a drink here and there or have a donut or a pizza there. And so the boosters are great to have either before or after the meal or drink, just to clean and break down those toxins and eliminate them quickly rather than the liver having to deal with it. So it's just a great way of alkalining your body very quickly and reducing the acidity in the body. So this is a health made simple, okay? It's just pure dense nutrition. It's your organic minerals, your pure minerals. It helps out your bodies to balance out the acidity, and your cutting edge science with recovery or hydro effects that'll detoxify your body very quickly so we can clean out the metabolism and how it all works. So health made simple, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so step 1, you take 2 scoops of your 7.2 shake, and you take 1 scoop of your 7.2 greens powder for breakfast. Step 2, take 7.2 recovery hydro FX, 2 to 3 tablets throughout the day, and you do that 2 to 3 times per day. And then you take your 7.2 alkaline boosters, 4 capsules before bed to get an incredible night's sleep to alkalize your body at night. That's it, simple. There's also, if you're after weight loss, a weight loss made simple program, and you basically just replace your lunch or dinner with an extra shake and greens. So these are the customer packs, all right? So your weight loss made simple set, just a once-off retail was $344.97, which hovers around about $12.28 per day. Or they have a members price as well, where you can go on a recurring monthly order. You get a 15% discount, cancel at any time. That goes for $299.97, which is around $10.71 per day. The Health Made Simple set is $264.30 for a once-off retail, which hovers around $9.43 per day, and your members price again on reoccurring order, cancel at any time for a 15% discount at $229.85, which is about $8.20 per day. That'll last you a full month. And think of this, just replacing a shake and greens for breakfast, costs exactly the same as what you would if you were going to spend that on a coffee, okay? Coffee's acidifying in the body, shake and greens, highly alkalining, which is better for your health. So it's definitely affordable and easy to do. The great thing about this is it's no risk. You just go back, you can get this on the website, and if you're not happy with the products within the first 30 days, just send them all back and get a full 100% money back guarantee. So hopefully, guys, that's, you can understand now why this is simple. It's easy to do, and it can help with whatever health issues you have, whether it's weight loss or reduce inflammation or improve your sports performance. It's for anyone, and the best thing about this is it's a movement. And so what I want you to do is just get back to the person who gave you this webinar to watch, and they will be able to help you out on how to get these products so you can get started right away. Thank you so much for listening. Bye for now.